The sun is shining on both of these teams. And off we go from Cleveland. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Saquon Barkley. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex.
Yeah.
You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And send a receiver left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. It's a sneak. Hurts. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
He's across midfield.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Here's Judkins on 2nd down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Well, they sure were dug in. They were ready for the run there, just like the play before it, Brock. Got him stopped short.
Yeah, more than likely they knew a run was coming, but that doesn't take anything away from their effort to make the stop. That just defensively is awesome.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. A handoff here to Sampson. And this is going to have them the 1st down. A little less than a yard, Brock, but they barely got that. Did get enough to keep them out there, though. In that spot right there, Brock, that's a tough range. A little long for a field goal. You hate to punt from the defensive side of the field, which leads to the call there to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is where the communication is buzzing. Probably on the previous down, to be honest with you, Kate. Like, okay, what do we got to get to yardage-wise? Where do we got to be to go for it? And, yeah, pretty sound decision in the end.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Here's Watson to the air. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw, here's Watson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it's incomplete, deep downfield. Wow, the coverage was good there. A lot of fight at the catch point. That's going to bring up 4th down.
What a cool shot right there, Kate. Both players priding themselves on their ability to go win the contested catch. Neither could quite win it outright that time. That's a battle I'd sign up to see again.
They'll go, Judkins. He's got the first and more inside the 25. Touchdown, Cleveland!
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Pierce now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Second down now. They need 7. They'll send him left out of the slot. It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. And he can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. We put a receiver in motion left. Throw here, 3rd down. This one's caught. Smith has it. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. It's Sampson running out of the gun. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at fourth down.
The tackle by Jordan Davis. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Watson to throw here on fourth down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
And an Eagle first down.
Now Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. On second down, here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here's Hurts. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14, Brown 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's not going to get the first. He needed real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd and short, it's Watson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Watson working in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Judkins opening the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Throwing is Watson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watson now. This is a heater going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Watson a pass here on 2nd. Looking right, and he finds him. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Only 1 yard on that last completion. 9 still to go on 3rd down. Watson. On the screen, this is Sampson. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
It's a gain of 22
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Watson to throw it. He's got Concepcion on the slant. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kevin Concepcion, 26 yards. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So even with the penalty, they're still electing for the point after and a tie game. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through, no problem.
That ties the game at 14.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 1.
Inside the final minute of our third quarter. On second down, here's Barkley. Crosses midfield, still going. Hits the 20. And he gets home. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley in from 61 out.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The kick is good.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Watson, quick pass wide. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be a Browns first down.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are a moving.
At the 27-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's a design run. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that's going to be first down Cleveland.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Now Watson on the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third and long for him here. Brought in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Line up the design keeper. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Trying it with Junkins. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns losing by 7. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They go to him again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
To kick off for Cleveland.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On a draw, it's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
When you look up run blitz by a linebacker,
Yeah.
that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Back to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Here he is to throw. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion to be had.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones that put this away. They're going for it. Throwing now. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. From the pistol, here's Junkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Another run for Junkins on 2nd down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Now to throw. Complete out to the right. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up 4th down.
6 yards.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And before they can get the snap off, timeout is called, so the defense going to try to ice him. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Looking to throw it. He's got it to his running back. And he breaks the tie. That's your win in this game. Brock, touchdown. this is Schmidt for the extra point. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we've got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Down to 8 seconds to this and maybe one more snap. He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Officials singling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for one snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. One final shot here. Getting out to his left. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will get this inside the 30. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock.